Oh, it's recording. Hey, so welcome to my ADHD life. I'm out in my front yard. You want to see? I was talking about it yesterday. It's really grassy. So I've got my coffee. See, my friend Courtney got that for me. And I'm eating my protein bar. So I have Crohn's disease, and I don't always feel like eating breakfast in the morning. It's not because I'm like diet conscious or anything, but I want to get something in my tummy, so I eat a protein bar, or sometimes I have a protein shake, and I don't always feel like eating something real. But anyway, so here's my garden. I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. That's my cottage garden. I'll tell you a secret. It doesn't look like one. So, I've been working on that for 9 years now. There used to be a fence along the front. I'll tell you guys about that later. So, and yeah, it's been a battle. I'm gonna keep going at it, but someday the grass's ass is mine. I got it. I think my husband might be on to me. I'm in a veterans group. We're trying to get something started. Stand Down Gaming, and I shared my videos with them. We're trying to get some stuff started for mental health and helping people through gaming, video gaming, board gaming, you name it. I'm gonna open I only have one hand, so sorry for the teeth. So I shared that. My husband is in there. He doesn't usually check the chat, but he checked it last night, and I don't know if he actually watched the videos or not, but he commented on the fact that he had a YouTube channel and having had 2 videos, but I don't know if he watched. But I got a comment on my videos last night, so yay! I was so excited about that. It probably was one of my friends, but I don't care. I was really excited. But I think this is kind of a dumb project, and I'll probably get bored of it. I'll probably delete everything. I don't know. I'm so embarrassed about this, but I don't know. I just kind of want to get my thoughts out there, but I know this isn't like usual YouTube like format, but sorry for the dark glasses, y'all. My glasses are transitions, so they change from anyway. So this is ADHD. I just like whatever comes to my head. Actually, what I really want to talk about, I'm gonna eat and talk. I know, I'm rude. What I really want to talk about today is anxiety. So, anxiety is kind of a prevalent thing. I know we always talk about anxiety. But what is it? What does it really feel like? So, I was kind of thinking about this. Anxiety is, that feeling before the night before Christmas, or before a big event like getting married or the prom, or when you're gonna ask that person that you really like out, or a test, or something that's either exciting or really nerve-wracking or whatever. So that's anxiety. The problem is, with me, I can't shut it off. It's just always there. I always have that feeling. Like, even right now. Like, it's that feeling. And I don't know why. I mean, it's just there. And so it makes it hard to do a lot of things sometimes. Sometimes that anxiety just takes over. And it just consumes all of my thoughts, and it's the only thing I can think about. So it makes it really hard to just kind of break things down. Sometimes it just makes it, because it's so consuming, like just getting started on things. And I think what causes it to build up is, like, okay, so I have a big pile of dishes in my kitchen right now. I made donuts yesterday, if you saw my first video. Making the donuts is fun, but cleaning up afterwards is hard. Where do I start? So, my mind, what happens is, what I start doing is, okay, so I gotta clean out the dish drainer. That means I have to put all the dishes away. Well, where do they go? And then I have to start thinking about putting all those dishes away. I guess what most people do, my husband, when we first got married, he would be just like, just start. Well, where? Maybe that's kind of a odd concept for some of you. For me, it's like I'm already thinking like 20 steps ahead. So I'm like, okay, well, I got this dish and that dish and that dish and that. And because I'm already like revving up my engine in my brain is doing the work. But for some reason, I just can't like physically do the work. And if there's an emotional, if something emotional is going on, that makes it even harder. So if there's, like, if I've got, so for instance, if my husband and I, if he's asked me to do the dishes, okay, depending on how he's asked me to do the dishes, or even how I took it, that might cause like an emotional block. How to ADHD, and that's a channel I watch. She describes it as a wall, and there are bricks, in this wall, and I think it's a really good analogy. So each brick is a different thing. So, if I have, if we had a fight over the dishes, that's a brick that keeps me from. Sorry, I've been living on a kind of a busy street. I have a store right half a block down the road, and people walk by. So if we've had a fight, that brick prevents me from doing the dishes, because now I have to think about how am I going to solve this problem between him and me, and then the anxiety of where to start. That's another brick. And then the fact that I failed. I let my husband down because I should have done the dishes. That's another brick. And then don't shit on yourself because, you're talking down to yourself. Well, that's another brick. So I'm building up these bricks, as you can see in my head. And these bricks can be pretty, they get really, like, stuck tight together. And it gets really difficult to kind of undo those bricks. And a lot of times, something that seems unrelated to doing the dishes can kind of stick itself in there. So, for instance, this whole quarantine thing. I've had projects that I have to do. And I tend to be pretty emotionally sensitive. A lot of my friends come to me when they have, when they're having emotional issues, and I tend to take that on, for myself too. So, and I'm an empath. I feel other people's feelings. So if there's a project that I have to do, and my friend is, coming to me and they're feeling things, I will often attend to that because my friends are important. To me, my friends are more important than whatever project I have to do. So I'll set that aside. But then, the project is still there, and now I feel guilty because I've now dealt with my friend, but I'm still dealing with the emotions that I have to deal with my friend, and it takes me some time to get through that. And then I have to deal with my own emotions from the pandemic, and then I have to deal. My husband works in a hospital, so I have to deal with those feelings. Oh my gosh, what happens if he gets it? Because our family, several people in our family are immunocompromised. I mentioned earlier, have Crohn's disease. So, what if he gets sick? And the threat of death was very real. That was a concern. So there was all of those emotions that were stacked on there. So this brick wall was really kind of building up here. And it just got higher and higher and higher. And then eventually, what happens is the brick wall gets so high that I can't even see the project anymore. And so I forget about it because I'm just too busy trying to just deal with the bricks, the individual bricks. Kind of like the can't see the forest for the trees syndrome, So, in so doing, because I forgot about it, it caused anxiety in some other friends. And so I let them down. Well, there's another brick. So, I'm still coping with this. I'm still trying to figure out how to fix this, and I don't know what to do. I know that they're dealing with their own ways of trying to cope with this pandemic, but it makes me avoid just the whole situation. I'm still working on the project. I've set aside time, a couple of hours a week, and I've made progress. I made a lot of progress on it, but that anxiety just is there, and I think it makes it hard to, move forward in life. And those bricks add up. So, it's just, they're always there. I think there's always just kind of a layer of bricks. Inadequacy. There's kind of a sense of just, I think I kind of touched on this yesterday, is I wish ADHD would go away. I wish I was normal. Those kinds of things. Not knowing what to do in a social situation. Those kinds of things. And so those bricks are just, there are certain bricks that are just kind of always there. But so that's the foundation for my wall. But sometimes the wall just gets too high.
It started.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay.
That's my husband. Church has started. Online church. Not the same as regular church. But, anyway. So, bricks. I'll figure out how to get over it. I know these people love me. I know they care about me, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to solve this problem, but you know, that's my ADHD life, and I gotta go to church. So, sending this out to the void, and hopefully somebody can relate and somebody can understand where I'm coming from. So, see you guys later.